Prodigy and Blessed Dad and Alchemist told me like, yo, you gotta dumb it down. Now I didn't understand that. I didn't understand that then because it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was like I wasn't really thinking about songs. Not at that time. I wasn't thinking about songs. When I was, before I got locked up, I kind of understood that, you know, certain songs, you know what I'm saying, you make a certain song about shit, but, you know, I just, my mind wasn't, it was on just, I'm the super, like, lyrical person of the fucking world. So, and then to come home and to hear, like, shit is not like that no more, it was crazy to me.
So dumb it down how? Like give me an example. Like what you mean would be like a dump. Like
I mean, basically, what I to my understanding now, I think they was like, you know, pretty much keep it in song form. Because in jail, I got into symbolisms and you know, you studying, you thinking of mad shit, and I started pretty much writing in like hieroglyphics and parables.
Okay, so you was on some like super extra, like just.
Yeah, like I was all right. This one shit I will always remember that I wrote, right? Mm-hmm. 2 snakes on a wand in a square circle. Water can hurt you, but fire must stand vertical. Nobody's gonna understand what the fuck that means.
Yo, you got an album, son, called Angel Dust and Waffles or some shit like that. So like I be checking out Sway's cigarette. You hit me, you told me he's like your next album, Sway's cigarettes. I'm like Sway's cigarettes, like. Was that a typo or some shit? But like, no, like, I could tell me, was that coming from, like, was you reading a lot or something in jail or in school?
Yeah,
or?
of course. You're reading a lot. I was a teacher's aide. I was a teacher's aide in jail. Okay. Like, I took up sheet metal just to make knobs, just in case, you know, shit had to happen.
Word. Damn, son. I can't, I'm from some real shit. I can't really even imagine that shit, yo. Like I said, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not holding cell over Labor Day, and I felt like I was in Alcatraz or some shit. I was like, oh, word, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? But I saw an interview where you said something, you know what I'm saying, where you were talking about even like it's not a, you know, even like a year or some shit ain't no fucking bid, man. So big up, yo, for real, on some real shit. I respect you for like, that's a long time to be locked up and to come out and like, leave that shit alone, you know what I'm saying? So respect for that, you know what I mean?
I mean, you know, I didn't make it to be like the super millionaire or whatever. But so I've learned I learned my lesson. You get away with it, and that's it. You don't keep trying to grab the bull by his horns.
Yo, so you talked about that interview before. I mean, I saw a video about it. Were you talking about, as far as, we're going to skip to it, as far as making money, you know what I mean? You were like, you're not a, you know, super mega millionaire or whatever like that. What, in 2019, I mean, we're jumping around, but in 2019, how is an artist successful? In terms of a real hip-hop artist?
I mean, that depends on what you consider success. You know what I'm saying? People listening to your music, people giving you respect on your music, to me, that's a form of success. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody else, you know, could consider success like, oh, you know, millions of dollars. Yeah, that's great too. But, you know, success is a term of what you feel is success is.
All right, so what's success for you in terms of music? You said in multiple interviews that this is not a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like you rock it, and it's a...
You know, I'm making enough here and there. You know what I'm saying? Success is to see the change in people, to see things that I've said make people be like, oh shit, did he really say that?
Right.
The shit that I said, the people, you know, say quotes is like, yo, you write that? Like, you wrote that? Like, what was you on when you wrote that? And to say, like, yo, you're underrated, like, you're nice, you can rhyme, like, you're a problem. Like, still. That's success to me. Right. To see slowly people paying attention to it, it's success.
Right. No, I mean, like you said, it's a good point. I had it listed on the question here. What is successful? Because, like, yeah, it depends on what you value. You know what I'm saying? For some people, it's it's blowing up and whatever. For some
I
people,
mean, you know what I'm saying? Like people gotta understand. Like I said, I didn't make, but I made enough money in the street to know that what's money and what's not. And you know what I'm saying? It's like for me, it's like okay, I was there, so yeah, I know what money is. You know what I'm saying? But now I put a lot of energy into doing that. Let's see if I can do it again this way.
right, right, right. You seem, I mean, you seem at peace. You know what I mean? Just based on what I see in terms of just, you know what I'm saying? You see,
Yeah, nobody can. When you be yourself, nobody can fuck with you. When you yourself,
right,
that's it. No one can fuck with you, no matter what it is. Your truth is like you can't. Nobody can fuck with you when yourself. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to pretend. I'm not super thug. I'm not gangster in the century. But I know I can rhyme. I know I can fucking rhyme my ass off. I'm not gonna let you do nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like I said, I fuck with the culture. That's it.
yeah.
No more, no less. That's it. No more. That's nothing crazy about it.
No, word. That's what's up, man. It's a good point, man. Especially in 2019 when people when the fake shit is rampant. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's rampant. So a lot of Sean Price fans on my page. You know what I mean? When I listen to Illmatic, like I felt like that shit was deep for me. There was a couple tracks on there. I think. Well, there's one, and you mentioned Sean a lot in there. I'm saying like how did you link up with him and like just it seemed I went to the there was an Imperious Rex release joint a couple years ago, and it was like people were telling stories. Everybody it seemed like I didn't know. It seemed like everybody loved Sean Price. I mean, what made him a special friend for you?
All right. We met. All right. We used to use the same studio, and I seen an interview. I forgot what year it was, and it said Illa Ghee and Sean Price have similar styles. Now me personally, don't think so. I think we sound totally different. So I was like, all right, fuck it. Well, let me do a song with them.
When was this about? Like roughly year wise?
Maybe like 207.
Okay.
About 207 or something like that. So yeah.
All right.
And they were just like Illa Ghee and Sean Price have similar styles. I didn't think so, so I was like, let me do a song with them so they can see the difference. I finally seen them one day at the studio. This is Dan the Man Studios, like on 30th Street. And I was like, yo, let's do a song. He was like, let's do it. Finally found the time to do it. But at the same time, we had a mutual friend, Team Demo, JD. JD used to tell him about me too. To Sean, I was the hold you down nigga.
Okay.
He was like, who, the hold you down nigga? Like, I don't think I'm gonna like him. You know what I'm saying? Because he looks like it's on all the time.
Huh.
So, and then we did the song. Then we just started showing up at the studio, and we just got cool. Like it wasn't no, just try to force me there. Just like we just got cool.
Right.
And he became like a real good friend to me. Like when my mom's passed, he helped me get out my funk of being upset. He was like, "Yo, let's go." He used to call me and be like, "Let's go rap. You can't sit in the house all day. Let's go rap."
Right. Yeah, rest in peace to Sean Price, man. So I was the shit that I've been bumping a lot lately was the Metal Detector shit. What's the line he's talking about, man? Where in the fucking Fight Club shit, he's like, best friends for Illa Ghee. I see y'all scared of him. Something. I forgot. I had it written down. Something Prodigy took off of Prodigy.
Yeah. Best friends with Illa Ghee. I see y'all scared of him.
And then he said something.
Crooks shook over shit. Crooks over shit. They shook over shit written in Prodigy book.
What's the deal?
I wish I understood, but he was like, he explained it to me. He was like, yo, the book made you seem like super gangster of the century. Like,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? When he
he
said,
explained that to you.
yeah,
Okay.
he talked about me in the book, like how we met,
Right. He said.
and you know what I'm saying?
He said the book made you seem super gangster.
Yeah, he was just like, yo, like, you know, when he was like, he made it seem like I had every gun possible, like you had all the guns.
Oh shit. Okay, I get you. So.
And I have heard some things about the book. You know what I'm saying? Like I kind of some people, like a few promoters didn't book me behind the book.
Oh shit.
Like they, you know, kind of. I don't know. I get the thing that I'm like super like real like gangster tough guy shit.
Yo, I don't get that impression at all. I could tell you, you know what I'm saying, had a life or whatever, but to me, you seem like, you know what I'm saying, like this mellow.
I don't get it. I don't get it. A lot of people have ran up on me like real different, and you know what I'm saying. Like I would never forget one time this female at a show came up to me like they had a vlog or something, blog or whatever, and she was like, "Yo, Illa, what's up?" And I was like, whoa, slow down, ma. Like, you know what I'm saying? You talking to me like you're gonna rob me. So we was talking, we started talking or whatever, and she was like, look, I did my homework on you. And a lot of people was like, yo, don't get on that nigga bad stuff. Like, that's a real, you know.
Wow.
And I was like, really? Like, this is what they fucking say about? Like, that's crazy. Like, I don't even understand it. Here's the thing that bugs me out. Like, you know, no one never seen anything of it.
You said no one ever.
I never had no issues with the industry shit. No, I never have. No, where the fuck did this come from? So,
one of them hip hop rumors, man. That's the shit. Cause I had heard that shit and I was like, I mean, I heard it like here or there, but you know what I'm saying, I wanted to check in with you about it. But like, yeah, like, that's wild, yo. That's wild. So. As far as the hip hop goes, yeah, man, you got crazy lyrics. People on my page are like, yo, this cat got crazy lyrics. So, what is it about hip hop that captured you? Like, what do you do it for, man? Like, what's the like?
I do it like I feel like I really feel like Thanos. Like I really do it to take over the fucking universe. Like I rhyme. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like to have. I mean, I know it could never really fucking happen, but it feels like, yo, I am the best nigga lyrically ever in life, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could throw a planet at motherfuckers, man. Like, let me take this shit over. I don't give a fuck if you signed or unsigned. I am the nicest nigga with a fucking felony. And none of you niggas can do nothing about it.
Word. So, word, son. It gets me hype, yo. Like so influences you coming up. I mean, like, what was it like for young Illa Ghee? What was it?
My brother and my cousin.
Word.
My cousin was a DJ and an MC. I mean, he bought us turntables, but he made his own coffin. He used to make his, you know, the speakers and everything.
Yeah.
And my cousin had no fear of battling anybody. So he used to go around like black parties in the 80s, and the 80s was very dangerous. And if they had block parties and somebody said they rap or whatever, my cousin would go up there and be like, yo, let's battle. And, you know, they used to sneak me out the house and tell me shut the fuck up or we're not going to take you out no more. My heart used to be racing like it was a fight. And he didn't give a fuck. Win, lose, or draw. My cousin would battle any motherfucker who said they was an MC.
Word. You from Bed-Stuy? You from?
Yeah, Bed-Stuy.
Yeah. So, word. That's what's up. So, so obviously, you know, the game is kind of different in 2019 than it was, and I mean, it's something in a lot of ways. I mean, you're an older artist. Who was Illa Ghee making music for? Like, so, like, I listened to the whole half of it. Everybody peep that shit. The shit is ill. Got features. We got Conway on there. Shit is ill, yo. Pete Rock's in production. Havoc. This shit is dope. So, who are you making music for?
All right. At this time, right, for the longest, I have dodged and not really ever talked about my street life shit. This is now therapy for me.
Okay.
But it took me a while to figure out a way to say it and have a meaning to it. And, you know what I'm saying? Not, you know, people may think I'm trying to glorify it, but I'm not. It's just a lot of things I have to say to get off my chest. Especially like with it, like I can like really if I was to really go far with it, niggas is not talking the shit I'm talking about. Like a lot of people make drug dealer talk. I make shooter music. My neighborhood we grew up as shooters. It's different for us. A lot of niggas don't understand that at that time.
Right.
So it's a different mentality. We used to like people to hustle because we would rob drug dealers. Drug dealers technically can't tell. Who are you going to tell? Well, you want to tell the police niggas robbed me for my drugs?
Right.
Doesn't make sense. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a different thing. And, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't just in my neighborhood. I was in the Bronx. I was in Spanish Harlem. I was in East New York. I was in Brownsville. You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't, people don't, like to really get into it. Like I said, I don't try to, not super thug of the century. But niggas is now on the level of, you know, I did things in other states.
Yeah.
You still don't even understand this shit, like, and to be like artist. I went to a fucking art school. And a lot of things I did look like a book in my mind. Like I've seen it, like, you know, when people did drugs, the blood going into the needle and seeing it go back in and see how they just like slowly fade out. The shit was like a description in my mind that I never forgot. It felt like a book.
Right.
It looked like a book, so it took me the longest. I stopped really talking about street shit when a cousin of mine, his friend, they were saying it's like I kind of revealing too many street things back in the days.
Oh, okay.
And he was like, yo, he was like, yo, the shit you saying, you're gonna get somebody killed.
Oh shit. Okay.
So it was just like, you know, it bugged me out to hear rappers used to tell the laws of shit going on in the street, like, you know, taking drugs down on the bus and all that. That shit used to be crazy to me. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
What are you talking about? Like, why would you say that? This nigga's still taking drugs on the bus. Why would you put that on there?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like I lived it. I can talk about it. And it's just like, it's a way, just like people don't understand Malvo. The whole thing of Malvo is summed up in like 2 bars. This is how we thinking in areas that's deplorable. Life doesn't come with tutorials. And I'm not trying to be a new memorial. This is how people, you know what I'm saying? It's like, as a you know, an ex-con person who was there, your mind state is fucked up.
Right. Yo, the fact that you made it back from that shit, man, that mentality is like crazy to me. Like to me it's a miracle because most cats don't make it back. Most cats that are sent up that long don't come out right, man.
Don't think I'm still not right. But it's just like it's a hard mental thing to see the trick of what the government has done to us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I learned about myself. I learned a lot about myself in it. But you just gotta fight and think through. A lot of people don't want to deal with it face to face. They don't want to deal with reality face to face. So a lot of people get high. They ignore it. They do a lot of shit. I just happen to be brave enough to sit and go at it face to face.